Welcome to PMTV Sports KE, brought to you by playmaster.co.ke. And on this week, a lot has been happening, and I'll be taking you through what has been happening. We do a little bit of analysis and a little bit of banter. Remember, this episode is also brought to you by playmaster.co.ke. Usahau kuingia pale kwa app yetu uangalie odds zetu za hii wiki, na pia ndege yetu ya Vieta na haijaanguka. So win big and also go through the app and check we have the best odds. A lot happened this week in the Premier League, in the Kenya Premier League. Our women's team in Kenya, Coach Beldin Odemba named her women's team that will be taking part at WAFCON. So let's break down all this and let's see what has been happening. So Premier League, we had midweek fixtures. United were playing West Ham, Chelsea played Leeds, Newcastle played Tottenham. And the loss for Tottenham led to Thomas Frank being fired. But let's dig deep into it. United drew 1-1 to West Ham. Since Carrick took over his team, they've been performing well. Remember, when he came in, he faced Man City. His next fixture was Arsenal. Then he played Fulham. And then he also played West Ham. So that draw was his fifth game. And he has won 4 out of 5, drawing 1. So when you look at it, it's a good start for him because you look at the previous manager was Amorim. Personally, I feel like the guy had the right players, but he didn't utilize them to the maximum. But Carrick stepping in, you've seen United move from the bottom side of the table to the top 4. Now, currently, they are fighting for the Champions League slots, and who knows, they might win the league. The other big fixture that happened on Tuesday Night Football was Chelsea. They had a 2-0 lead, and then they ended up bottling to a 2-2 draw. Cole Palmer had a very good chance also to bury the game, but Liam Rosner also, remember, he's a new coach. Chelsea also fired Maresca 5 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong, and I think it's also a good start for them. So United and Chelsea, they're going band for band. When one drops points, the other one also does the same. But let's see who keeps on dropping points or who keeps on collecting points till the end of the season. Remember, United are seated 4th, Villa seated 3rd, and then the top 2 battle, I'll tell you about it in a while. So on Wednesday, Man City played Fulham. They dominated that game. They beat Fulham 4-0. Anton Semenyo was among the goal scorers. So City are currently 4 points off Arsenal, who yesterday they drew to Brentford. So try and look at it. City have been dominating this league. Apart from last season, they won 4 times in a row. Arsenal, on the other hand, they've been succumbing to pressure. So when you look at the games that both teams have remained, City had to play Arsenal, they had to play Chelsea. The next 2 big fixtures for Arsenal, who have always looked like they're going to win the league and then they end up bottling. They have to play Spurs, they have to play Chelsea, they have to play Leeds, they have to play Man City. And personally, I feel like in those 4 games, at one point or the other, Arsenal must drop points. Remember, Tottenham fired their coach and new manager bounce. Who knows? Arsenal is a pigwa. So we're looking at it from a perspective of, are Arsenal going to bottle the league for the 4th time in a row? Or are Man City looking to clinch their 5th title under Pep's regime? So on another news has happened, Tottenham sacked their coach, Thomas Frank. But I personally feel they were not fair to him simply because the team the key players have been injured. Look at the likes of Maddison, the likes of Solanke was also missing, Richarlison is out. So the team has been sketchy, and I personally feel like when a manager is missing his key players, we tend to be unhuman to him. Thomas Frank has 11 key players who are out, but Tottenham have been battling. They are in the relegation battle. It's a big club. Remember last season they beat United in the Europa League final. So when you try and look at it from one perspective, yeah, they don't deserve to be at the bottom half. But also when you look at it from a very positive angle, they are battling so many injuries. So even the coach who they're looking to hire, or whoever they'll hire, because currently Frank's assistant is the one who is in charge of the team. I don't think he has the capability or capacity to collect points simply because this team is already missing 11 key players. What is the difference that he'll come with that Thomas didn't? So that's what happened in the world of Premier League. So currently, Arsenal are seated at 57 points. Man City have 53 points. The next is Villa, they have 47. United have 44 and Chelsea have 43. So it's a very tight contest for the top 5. And let's see, who knows, United and Chelsea might surprise people and win the league. Or Villa might pull what Leicester did in 2015. So we are hopeful. Let's also hope for a competitive end of the league. So we have 12 fixtures remaining. It's a tight battle. Whatever has been always a challenge to some of these teams, and Arsenal is they don't have that finishing gear. So we're looking at a good ending for the Premier League. So who knows? Currently, we don't know who might win the league.